morning.
Morning, Mr. Temple.
Good morning.
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 I'm ravenous. What's for breakfast?
Whatever you like. There's bacon and eggs there, or Sergeant Pierce. He's looking after the kitchen today. I've let the staff go home today.
Oh, bacon and eggs would be fine. Anything but songbirds, really.
Well, what's next on the menu? In the games line, I mean.
Oh, it's the final forfeit on the last game. Do you want to see?
May we?
I thought you'd be leaving us.
No. No hurry.
Oh, good. I must make some new arrangements. Would you join us for lunch on the beach, on the inland sea?
Oh, that sounds divine.
I got to set off a bit early to put up the barbecue. Would you come with me? I'd love to talk to you.
Certainly.
Fascinating place, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
You can get a boat through there, you know.
Mm.
Of course you know. Do you like some wine?
Oh, thank you. So, you won your game. Well, I mean, your team did. Well, I was the forfeit yesterday. Now, who's the lucky victim today? I take it that all the members of the team that lost are involved. What time are the others coming down?
Soon. You asked when the forfeit was due. It's due to start any minute now. I do hope you'll enjoy it. Yes. Due to start any minute now.
In the back with Juliet and me. Just the three of us. Nice and cozy. Ivan, Piet, ready?
There you are, sweetheart.
You're his eyes, darling. Without you, he's blind. Guide him.
Slowly. Keep going straight. Left, no, right.
There they are now.
Right. Keep right. Now straighten up. Left.
Who's in that car?
Would you like to look?
Left. Slightly to your left.
Steve. Is that your special arrangement?
Rather fun, don't you think?
Left, lowering, right. Now straighten up. Now left. Slowly, gently, right. Right, left, short left. Left. Keep going straight, left.
Here they are now.
Now right, sharp right.
Don't you find it exciting?
Left, slow down, go slower.
Well, don't you?
Right now. Straighten up. And gently, slower.
Good. We've nearly made it. Home, James! We've done it! Oh! Holly, all right.
Yes.
A near miss. Now do you see what it's all about? The game. The risk, the excitement. It's much more thrilling than anything you've ever written. You stand outside. You're a writer. A kind of a commentator. An intellectual eunuch. But I'm an actor. I live what you've imagined but never really experienced.
Why?
You enjoy it. Good. Well, now you're going to play a game with me.
What kind of a game?
Oh, your game. Your rules. But played my way. Well, yesterday, you were playing a game that I called Hate. Well, today, Mark's going to play a game called Fright. Now, it's perfectly simple. Between now and noon tomorrow, I'm going to frighten him so much that he actually shows his fear on his face and in my presence.
Ridiculous. You're going to scare me.
With the help of your friends.
You can't. Listen, he's asked for your help. You don't have to give it, but this is so absurd that I'd deem it a great favor if you would. Anyway, you might find it amusing.
The usual rule, though, no physical violence.
What do you propose to do, Mr. Temple? Huh? Make weird noises outside his room? Drop lizards down the chimney?
Well, I'll tell you, if I may, when Mark isn't here.
All right, I'll go. You're going to make me show fear. I don't know the meaning of the word.
Then you're about to find out. Right. Now, this is what I want.
Of course. The game. Fantastic. Temple! I know you're here. I know you're listening. You think you can scare me? You must be mad. I haven't been alone in years. It's the best thing that anybody could do.
I'm his stuntman. His double. I work for him. But he treats me like a friend. In fact, I think I'm his only friend. See, all the others want something. I want only what I get. My salary, you know, which is very generous. And yet he gives me so much more. His house, always traveling to places, always working, food and drink. And also friendship. I mean, they don't love him. I think he knows that and trusts me. But he doesn't trust any of them. Not at all.
Why doesn't he do his own stunts?
Because I do them better. But he's not afraid, oh no.
Well, is he afraid of anything?
Yeah. He's afraid of one thing only, and that's something you can't bring him. He's afraid of not working anymore. You're not getting the jobs. Of going out of fashion and not acting anymore.
He married me to correct certain deficiencies in his public image. I was young, fairly talented, glamorous, well-known. Just what he wanted. He told me all that when he proposed. I didn't mind. I was in love with him then.
Why don't you leave him?
Well, why should I? I need him. His way of life, his friends, his fame, his money, his endless credit, his generosity. Oh, he may be buying my company, but he's still very generous with his fees. He could keep me around for far, far less than that.
Is he afraid of losing your company? Is he afraid of anything?
Oh, yes. That's why I'm helping you now. To make him realize that he needs us, too. That's the one thing he's most afraid of, what you've just done to him, Paul. Mr. Temple. Being alone. It's about time he knew what it was like.
I don't just manage him, Mr. Temple. I look after him in many, many ways. In games, inventing enough games and forfeits to make sure that he's never bored. That ride this morning, for instance, that was nothing compared to some of the things I've done for him in the past.
Is that what he's afraid of? Being bored?
Good heavens, no.
Then what?
Mark is terrified of not being loved. Thank you for that. Absolutely terrified. Though why he should worry, I really cannot think. I'll be getting along.
Goodbye. It is sad. They all seem to hate him so.
I've asked each one of them so far, what is it that Mark Hill most fears? And each one of them has given me what he or she most feared, each one.
What are you going to do?
Try and restore the balance a little.
You don't think they'll agree to leave him?
No, not now. Listen, have a word with the manager. Try and get hold of a shotgun first thing in the morning.
What about the physical violence rule?
I'm not going to use violence. Well, not directly. I would, though, if I thought it'd help.
Why should I hate him? Hmm? It should be him that hates me. I always get the kind of parts now that he used to play at my age. Oh, it's his doing, of course. He's done everything he possibly can to help me. I owe him my career. I owe him everything, in fact.
Well, how long before you find a younger man playing your part?
You're talking rubbish.
He's using you, isn't he? He's using you to stay young. You know, you act like it. He needs you. He is you.
Mark isn't old yet.
Oh, he is.
He doesn't look it. Doesn't feel it. He's always promised that when he gets too old, he's going to kill himself. That's the only thing he's really frightened of. Getting old.
Will you help me?
Hmm? No one's going to get hurt?
Maria!
Steve should have him out of the house by now. He's going to get a message that will take him to some deserted farmhouses. And when he gets there, I want all of you to be there too.
Do you really think that you, a complete stranger, can persuade him he's in danger from us?
The fear will come when he realizes that I could be right. That's what'll scare him.
Right about what?
I'll explain. But first, I just want you all to agree to be there.
For the sake of the game. Okay.
What about you?
Well, I've told you the only thing that'll frighten him. But I'll go if you want. For the game.
You've told me what frightens you. Each one of you told me his own fear, and then fathered it on Mark.
You haven't asked me.
Because I think you know. If I asked you to leave him, would you?
No, of course you wouldn't.
I love him.
Yes, of course you do, dear.
Why don't you leave him? All of you. Why don't you let him go?
So that he can live happily ever after with you. Do you really think you could tame Mark?
He doesn't need taming. He needs desperately to be loved. That's all. The one thing Mark fears is...
Being hated, right, Maria?
Well, there's nothing new for Mark. He knows people hate him.
No. Despise him, yes. But real hate? Well, that's something very different. That's an uncontrollable emotion that could prompt somebody to kill. Now, which one of you hates him enough to want to see him dead? Given the opportunity, which one of you would have the guts to kill? If Mark is to survive as a human being, he's got to be taught a lesson. And one that he'll never forget.
Is that for me?
Do you think he's ill?
You?
I'm not sure. What are you going to do?
Stage an accident with a shotgun.
He's not scared of loud noises, Mr. Temple.
Now, you've told me what he's scared of. Being hated. There'll be 5 of you up there all hating him. Well, perhaps this time he'll learn how much.
Thanks to you, I've had the best rest I've had in 10 years. What are you doing up here?
I sent for you.
You?
Mm-hmm. You got a note. I know who signed it and the name of the little girl who gave it to you. I've organized everything.
No wonder you're a writer. Any ordinary mortal would have used the post.
Now then, the object of the exercise is this. All your 5 friends are up there. I presented them with a perfect setup for killing you. Now then, each of them knows that the others are up there, so any one of them can take a pot shot at you and get away with it. Safety in numbers, you know.
That's meant to scare me.
Well, only if you're intelligent enough to let it. 5 people there who hate your guts. They're all up there waiting for you.
They hate me.
Your wife, your manager, your girlfriend, your double, and Ivan. Oh, now, come on, you're not stupid. Do you really think they like you?
You may be right. They may hate me. But kill me? They need me too much. Oh, come on, admit. You've lost the game.
You think I'm joking?
I'll prove it.
I wouldn't try it if I were you.
Come on! Whoever you are! Put an end to the game once and for all! Come on! Kill me! There you are.
Paul, that wasn't me. I didn't fire.
I know, I know. Blanks. Could have been any one of them, couldn't it? Well, you'll never know which one of you did it, will you? Not that it matters. You all wanted to, didn't you?
Would you mind giving me a lift?
We're just going back over the ferry.
Yes. So am I. Thank you.
Are you leaving?
Yes. They can get on with it. You know, you're absolutely right. Playing games is no substitute for real life. Who was it, by the way?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I see. Well, I'm better off without them. I don't need them, you see. I reckon the best thing that anybody ever did for me in my life was to open my eyes to that lot. Oh, I need people. My sort of people. For instance, you, Paul. Think of what a difference it would make to my work if I had a writer like you writing my scripts in future. Particularly now that I'm not bogged down with that terrible lot.